So I'm very excited for this one because I will not be covering one, not two, not three, not four, but five achievements. Why? Because they're all age related, so I thought it would be interesting to put them all together. The achievements are octogenarian, nonagenarian, centenarian, super centenarian, and mega-centenarian. So here, for our life, if you have God mode, I always recommend that you put all your stats up to 100, but if you don't have it, it's not at all a problem. And something else here is also try choosing a country that's like good, a first world country because it'll be easier to live longer. So I'm gonna go for Austria. I think it's okay. And let's start Elia's life. There's not much you can do here as a toddler, so I'm gonna age until we're 10. Now that we're 10, I'm gonna give a tip here. That is, if your health is low, try going on walks. And when you're a teenager, if it's still too low, try going to the gym as well and maybe going to the doctor. Even if you don't have a disease, just going to a doctor appointment can boost your health. So that's important. Now, this is the next important step here, which is after graduating. You can go to university, you can not go to university, it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna go because I don't want to have to think about that. So I'm just gonna go here because we still need a job even though we're not going to university. And I'm just gonna go to the bottom of the job list and I'm gonna try to get this one, for example. There we go. And now let's age one here, and since we have some money, we can do the most important thing for this challenge, which is going on a diet, specifically the Mediterranean diet, because trust me, it'll help you live a lot longer. So it's tough to find in here. There we go. We got it. Oh, we don't have enough money. That's not good. Okay, let's age a little bit more. I think that, yeah, now we have enough money. So that's why a job is important, just to keep the diet. No other purpose, really. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna give a few more tips and then I'm just gonna speed up the process until I'm 80 here because that's when things are gonna start getting interesting. So, few tips besides from the diet. Pay attention to your schedule here. You don't want to let that stress bar too high, okay? So if it gets red, just like retire or try and find another job because if your stress is too high, there is like a chance you're gonna have high blood pressure and then a heart attack or something, and we don't want that. Other thing, try keeping a few relationships, okay, that's important. And again, if your health is too low, keep going to the gym, to the library, meditating, or even going for a walk. One more thing, never consume alcohol or drugs. So there will be a few pop-ups like, oh, do you want to try this? No, you do not want to try it. And try not attacking or insulting people as well because they might counterattack and that could kill you or lower your health a lot. So be careful with that. And last thing, if you get a disease, immediately go to the doctor. If they can't treat it for the first time, keep trying until they're able to treat it, especially if it's something very dangerous such as cancer or like I don't know, something that could easily kill you, okay? So I see you when I'm 80. Again, besides from those things I just said, it doesn't really matter what you do right now. Just be careful not to accidentally die. Oh, forgot one thing. If you have an animal encounter, try not to pet it. Just retreat slowly, or if you think the best option is to run away, run away. But try not to pet the animals or not even trying to rescue it, okay? And you should live a good life. I'll be back when I'm 80. So I'm back, 80 years old. This is now an important time in our lives. Okay, so it's interesting to be a man here because we're just gonna marry somebody who's younger. Try going on the dating app and finding someone who's like 20, 29. Wouldn't hurt if the person is rich as well. Okay, and now what you want to do is have a kid. Okay, let's try here to have a kid. Why? Because from this point on, it's gonna be tough not to not to die, right? So it's important to have a family here. You want to get married, have at least 3 kids, okay? And it's also important to go more frequently to the gym or going on walks, okay? So you're gonna do that every year. And when we're 85, if you think you have enough money to keep on the diet, try retiring as well because you don't want to get too exhausted from work. Here we had our first kid. As I said, try having 3 kids. This is not like, oh my god, if you do this, you're gonna get to 110 years old, or if you don't do this, you won't. But I think that this is one of the best chances you have, having a large family and spending time with them makes you live more in this game. And also, as I said, keep going to the gym. And we already got our first achievement, so let's try and get more. Okay, so now we are 90, and as you can see, I have a big family here. So Elias has a girlfriend, he has 4 kids, and as I said, it's essential to spend time with these people every year, okay? Every single year. And now that we're 90, besides from going to the gym every year, it's important to once in a while go on vacation. Perfect. Now that we are 100, we got another achievement, of course, but it's a moment to be very careful. So, look, we're gonna keep doing the same things we were doing, just spending time with your family, going to the gym. Something I'm always trying to do here is to keep my happiness and health both at 100. That's very important because look, sometimes you're gonna do everything right and you're gonna die with like 118 years old, and that's very frustrating. But you gotta keep trying because this game sometimes sucks, okay? But keep trying and you're eventually gonna get it, especially if you're following my tips here. Just one thing I wanna say is now we're not going every once in a while on vacation. 1 year yes, 1 year no, okay? So try going economy, especially if you don't have a lot of money, and bring your whole family, have some fun and keep doing those things. Hopefully, cross your fingers, we'll see each other when I'm 110. Something I forgot to do here is to have a house. I don't know if that's essential, but I think it's interesting to have a house in the game. So I'm just gonna try to buy a cheap one because I don't have a lot of money. Something you can also do here is like go to the movie theater or I don't know, go to the casino or start a new social media account. Just make sure every year you're doing at least 3 things in your life. That's very important. Something you could also do here is get a new pet or go to a horse race. Just as I said, keep yourself busy. These are the last 10 years. We just got another one of our achievements, and this honestly requires a little bit of luck. So do everything I said you should and cross your fingers because these last 10 years are tough. Sometimes you do, as I said previously, everything right and you still don't get to 120, but let's try. Yes, guys, this wasn't our life. We lived up to 118 years old, so we were not able to get the Mega-Centenarian achievement. But as you can see, as I said, it's just a bit luck based, you know? So just try to do all those things. Make sure you keep your life busy every single year, and there's a high chance you will get it. Just to prove that it is possible to reach 120 years old, I have these two lives here in which I got the achievement. But I use the exact same technique. And as I said, sometimes you need a little bit of luck on your side.